What is going on, amazing, beautiful people? Your boy Jeffrey Gamer is back at you with part 5 to the LSPDFR install series. Now, folks, in this one, we're going to be doing some kind of fun stuff. None of these things, well, there is one that might be LSPDFR related, but these are more for fun, more for realism, immersion. They're going to be some map mods, Y maps. These are mods that you don't need menu, you don't need simple trainer, you don't need map editor to load them. These mods will load up every time you load up your game. They will load up automatically. And the point of this video is to really get you taught, to teach you on how to install DLC packs and using DLC packs and DLC.xmls. And mind you, what we're installing today, it's the same way to install anything. So after this video, I'm hoping you're comfortable enough to be able to go to some of the trusted sites that we're going to use today and look up different map mods that you might want to put in your game and put them in your game. Now, I will tell you, these mods, some of them have a lot of information. So before you get started, if you have not checked out part 1 to this series, I'll link it below and at the end of this video. Definitely check out part 1. Because there are some mods in there that are necessary to run all of these map mods. Mods like Resource Adjuster, Pack File Adjuster, Heap Adjuster, the Game Config, ScriptTookV, ScriptTookV.net. They're all in part 1, and the beautiful Baskin did a wonderful job of timestamping it in the comments section. So you can just go there and just jump right to those mods that you need to install, okay? Or else your game will crash. Your game will not load up. Okay. So if you have all that installed, let's continue. First thing we want to do, folks, is click the link down below that says LA Roads. LA Roads is amazing. It's always been in my game ever since the first day I started modding GTA. And it adds really cool crosswalks, oil stains, potholes, cracks in the roads. And of course, we're going to go into the game and we're going to check out all these mods that we're going to do. So this is a really cool one. Again, make sure if you're going to look for other stuff to add into your game, make sure you go to trusted sites. GTA5mod.net is a trusted site. I've always come here for LA Roads. There was another one that I've come here for. But this is a trusted site. GTA5mods.com and obviously LSPDFR.com, all trusted sites. Just be cautious when using other sites. There are some that do not verify their files, and you could be downloading something you don't want to download. But I would never put you in harm's way in any of my videos, so you know this is a trusted site. All right, so we're going to scroll down until you see download mod right there. You're going to hit LA Roads. Big file, folks. Not super, I mean, it's a big file. It's going to take a minute or two to download. So while that's downloading, click the next link down below that says Forest of San Andreas. Awesome mod right here. This is going to add trees all throughout your map, especially near the prison. It adds a lot of trees near the prison where usually it's desolate, right? It's like just a desert with just a few trees here and there. This is going to add a lot more trees into your game. Let me write down a note there. Okay. So it's really cool. Now, again, these are not necessary mods. You do not have to install this. Just add some coolness, some realism in that to your game. Go ahead and click download and download. This one downloads really quick and should be... Okay, well, there it is. Now, here's the one that I said is kind of LSPDFR related. We're going to be installing an MLO add-on. Again, these are like, you know, the DLC mods that we're going to be installing. It is a Paleto Bay extended interior. Cool mod. You could check out the pictures on what it's got inside there. Because right now, Paleto Bay, you can only go in the waiting room and that's it. It's kind of meh, whatever. This one's really cool. All right, LA Roads is done, so that's good. So with this right here, we want to download the Paleto Bay and download again. And that one should download pretty quick. Yep, there it is. Next, folks, last video, part 4, when I was showcasing the stuff that we installed. We've seen some taxis and buses drive by us that had those really bright signs, right? And if you're following this series, you might see that your taxis and buses and trains have really bright signs. Well, we're going to fix that in this video as promised in the last video. So make sure you click the link down below that says buses, taxis, and train signs fix. And it'll bring you here, and go ahead and download the file. And we want 2.1.1 and click download. And this should download really quick too. Next thing that we're going to download is Real California Architect. Right here, folks. This mod, again, another mod that I have always put in my game is this one right here. It'll add real Los Angeles style buildings, Capitol records. It'll add the Citibank in there. It'll change the Vinewood sign to the Hollywood sign, as you can see right here. It gives you, it changes your highway signs to Los Angeles. Santa Monica, which is the Santa Monica Pier. It gives you, this is it at night. It gives you an AMC movie theater. It's a really cool mod, and you will love it, okay? Big shout out to Desmond98. Huge shout out. I have always used this mod. So go ahead and click download this file, and it'll automatically start downloading. This one takes a little bit too. Not as big as LA Roads, but it's got some size to it. And lastly, again, not a necessary mod. It's just another MLO add-on mod. Just something that we can install that gives you more practice on installing the DLCs and DLCs XMLs, okay? So click download on that and download again. And there we go. And there's the Vinewood Plaza, and then LA Architect should be, boom, done. All right. So let's minimize that. And folks, these are all, I believe all of these are going to be OpenIV. So go ahead and fire up your OpenIV and click Windows. Perfect opportunity to take a sip of my drink right there. Okay. So I think the first thing we want to do is we are going to, all right, there we go. Make sure your edit mode is on. It's lit up in blue. And here's the first thing that we want to do. We want to find, let's find the WinRAR that has, I think it's this one. Yes. So bring up the WinRAR that says version 2.1.1 buses, taxis, and metro LED sign fix. Okay. What we want to do is you want to take 5 of these things and put them on your desktop. Right here under the for taxi 2, double click it, and you'll see taxi underscore detail2.dds. Left click, drag that to your desktop, drop it. Okay, let's click back right here and deselect that. Now we want these 4 files: taxi signs, metro train, metro bus, Airbus. Those 4 files. Left click them, drag those to your desktop, and drop those. Did it not drop? Let me try that again. Yes, replace. Okay, so it brought them over here. Okay, so we're good there. All right, so now we can exit out of this WinRAR. Okay, and here's what we want to do, folks. This is the pathway that you want to follow to be able to install these 5 things right here. We want to go to mods, Times64E. If you don't see it over here, you should see it here, and then it'll ask you in a big red box if you want to add to mods folder. So if you click Times64E over here, go ahead and show in mods folder. All right. So mods, Times64E, levels, GTA 5, and vehicles.rpf. Now this is where I would tell you to go to favorites, click add to favorites, and I would put in like regular. That is far from saying the word regular. Regular vehicles, right? And then click add right there. Okay. This is where you would go anytime we have to do any work to any regular vehicles in our game. not including police vehicles, ambulances, fire trucks. Actually, ambulances is in here. Yes, ambulances in here. But like your police vehicles, your park ranger vehicles, your sheriff vehicles, anything police related is not in here. So these are where you would go for regular vehicles. So, all right. So here's what we want to do. We're just going to look for it. Now, the top are called YFTs. This is going to show you the actual model. This is the model dictionary, right? There's nothing really here to, you can edit. It's just mainly to look at it, right? Just look at it. Sorry. All right. Now, if we scroll down, it's all alphabetized, the YFTs. And then if we scroll all the way to the end of the YFTs, you'll see the beginning of the YTDs. Again, all alphabetized. The YTDs is where we can edit the files. So this is where we want to be. First thing, Airbus, right? So we go right here. And you always want to look for just the word .ytd. We don't need the plus high or the underscore high or whatever. We want just Airbus YTD. Double click it. Now, Airbus LED sign. Now, if you look right here, Airbus LED sign, you want to make sure that this matches with the one that we're changing here. You see how it's bright, right? Make sure that's selected, and you're going to want to go to replace. And then select desktop and scroll down till you see Airbus LED signs. Airbus LED sign. Click it once and open. And you'll see this thing right here will get darker. So once we click open, boom, see how it's darker? So that's not going to be bright in the game anymore ever since we added our better lighting system. So once you do that, click save, and we can delete the Airbus LED sign so we don't get confused up there. Next, we got to do the Metro bus. Now this one's weird. This one is going to be under bus. Okay, it's not going to be under Metro bus because you're going to go down and look for Metro bus and only see Metro train. Well, the Metro bus sign is inside the bus YTD, which is right there. Bus YTD. Double click it. Again, it'll bring this up right here. Now we want Metro bus. Just read it. Metro bus LED sign. Go down here and look for right there. Metro bus LED sign. Click it so you highlight it. See how it says downtown? It looks nice and bright and yellow. Well, that's going to be too bright in our game, so we want to bring it down. Same thing. Go to replace, and we want to look for Metro bus. Make sure desktop is highlighted, and Metro bus. Click it once and open. Boom. See how it got darker? It's a beautiful thing. And click save. And then we can delete that one. And we're going to do the same thing for these three files right here, folks. Now we want Metro train. That one will be under Metro train. Right there, metrotrain.ytd. Double click it. And what does it say? Metro train LED sign underscore 128. Metro train. There it is. Metro train LED sign 128. Click it. It's nice and bright. Too bright for our game. Go to replace. Again, Metro train. Scroll down. Desktop is highlighted. Metro train right there. Select it once and click open. Now it's dark. Perfect. Click save. And we can delete that one. And delete it. All right, now we want to, in here, go down to taxi. All right, like so. There it is, taxi.ytd. Double click it. And now we want, there's two of them here. You got taxi underscore detail 2, which is right here. Taxi underscore detail 2, select it. Right? Select it. Replace. And you want to find it. Taxi underscore detail 2. Taxi underscore detail 2. There it is. And open. Don't click save yet because we got to replace this one now. So this one's taxi underscore signs underscore 2. There it is right there. Select it. See how it's kind of bright? Let's change it. Go to replace. And again, you're looking for taxi signs 2. Right there. Taxi underscore signs underscore 2. Select it once and open, and boom. See how it darkened out? Now you might think, well, you're not going to see it. No, in the game, it'll be lit up, but it'll be nice. It won't be super bright. And click save. All right, so we can delete these 2 files right here. And we're done with that. Let's go ahead and double click the mods folder to kind of go back. And now let's install some XMLs in that. Okay. First thing we want to do, let's do the RCA, Real California Architect. Bring up this WinRAR and follow this pathway. Now, if you followed my previous videos, you should already have DLC packs and DLC.xml saved, okay? Go to DLC packs and hold tight. For those that are new here right now and didn't do that, here's the pathway. You're going to want mods. Then you're going to want update, times 64, and DLC packs. Do yourself a favor, go to favorites, add to favorites, and click add. Do that right now because we're going to be bouncing back and forth between these a couple times. Okay? So, what we want to do is, if you look inside this folder, it's going to have a DLC.rpf. We don't want to take that and drag that in here and drop it. It won't work. You want the folder, right? You want the folder. So you're going to take this RCA folder, left click, drag it right here, drop it in. Boom. Okay, done. Now, what we want to do is click mods. Now you want this pathway. It's going to be the DLC list.xml. You're going to go to mods, update, update.rpf, common, data. Again, do yourself a favor, go to favorites, add to favorites, and you can name this DLC.xml and then click add. Okay? And what you're going to do is scroll down till you see DLC list.xml right here. Right click and edit. Now, folks, this is where I really want you to pay attention. Anytime you come in here to work in here, never touch anything at the top here. Never touch anything that's already in there. Scroll on down. Never touch anything that's here or below. You only always want to work after the last item line. After this line. Right there. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click right there until you see that text bar flashing, right? Once you see that text bar flashing, after that last greater than sign, you want it right there, just like that. Simply hit enter once. Don't hit enter in space. Don't hit enter. Don't hit enter backspace. Hit enter once. And now your text bar should be right on this tan line right there, empty. That's what we want. Now, over in the README is, not that README, installation. A lot of developers with these Y maps, with these MLO add-on maps and buildings, will add these lines that we need in our game, okay? You can see we've got all these ones right here. The EUP, search and rescue, all that is already in there. Now we have to add this one for our LA Architect to work. So you're going to want to highlight. So anytime you install or download an MLO add-on YMap mod, in the README should be one of these. Now sometimes the developers they forget to add this. I'm going to show you what to do in case that happens with you. So for right now, we're going to highlight everything from the less than sign right here to the greater than sign. You want to highlight all that. Make sure there's no dead space there. You just want that right there. You can right click or Control V or Control C to copy. We're going to go down to this new blank line that we just created. Select it so your text bar's flashing right there. And Control V or right click, paste. Okay, and then save it. Now, I'm going to cancel and I'm going to show you what to do just in case the developer forgets to add that line. So I'm going to cancel. We're going to go back into here. Well, I am. You're not. Don't do this. You don't do this. You already saved it. You're good to go. We're going to move on to the next thing here soon. So let's say, all right, there is no README. I've already dropped this into my DLC packs, which is what we did prior to this part. But there's no README. There's no installation file that supplies that item line that we need so much. So here's what you're going to do. Pick any one of these lines right here. You can pick any one of these lines and simply highlight, simply highlight the whole thing just like that. Again, from the less than sign to the greater than sign. Just select it, right click, copy. Then you're going to click right there so it's flashing at the end and create that new blank line like we did. And you're simply going to paste it, right? Now, over here, not here, doofy. Over here is the RCA folder. Now, in order for it to read, whatever's in between these / or backslashes, it has to match the DLC.rpf, the DLC folder that we put in previously. It has to match. So what's the best way to do it? Just come over here and click the folder that's going to be in the WinRAR. Like so. RCA. Right click and copy. Then you're going to go right in between the / or backslash. You can see they have both. And you're going to right click and paste. And then boom, we have made our own item line with the proper word, right? That's in between it. Now, if this folder was named Jeffrey Gamer, you would want to make sure that you would copy it and paste it right in between the backslashes or /, right? And I don't know why I just clicked cancel. All right, we're just going to do it. Okay, so that's how you do it if they don't add that line. Most of the time they do, okay? So let me real quickly just pop this in, enter, Control V, and save. Boom. All right, so Real California Architect is installed, folks. So we're going to exit out of that. Now, we've got the Vinewood Plaza. Same thing. We're going to go to favorites, go back to the DLC packs, right? We want single player, double click it. There it is, VWP_247 shop. We're going to left click, drag that right here to our DLC packs, drop it in. Go to favorites. This is why I said make sure you add these favorites. And now go to DLC.xml. And we're going to do the same thing we just did. Right click that DLC.xml, go to edit. Now in the WinRAR, we're going to click back and go to the README. There it is. And yep, there it is. They added it right there. Now you see how this matches that folder that we just put in. They always have to match, folks. So we want that whole line right there. Right click, copy. Over here in the DLC.xml editor, scroll all the way down. You want to do the same thing. Go to this last thing that we installed. Click right there, hit enter, and then Control V to paste in that VWP. Don't hit anything else. Don't hit enter, don't space, nothing. Just hit save. Boom. That Vinewood Plaza is now installed. I'm telling you, once you get the hang of it, it gets so easy, folks. The Paleto Police Department, that's next. While we're here, it doesn't matter what order you do it. You can do the XML before the DLC pack. So let's do that since we're already right here. In the Paleto Police Department WinRAR, double click single player. You got the sheriff one, right? But we don't want that. We want this one right here. Double click it. And there's Paleto PD. If we double click it, it's going to have a DLC in it. DLC.rpf. So let's click back. Actually, let's click back again. Back again. Oh, see, now here's a perfect example. This one does not have a README in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to double click this SP. We're going to double click this Blaine County Sheriff's Office by Milo. And then what we want to do is we're going to take this. So here's what we want to do. Perfect. This is great. This developer didn't add that item line, right? It didn't add a README at all, which is, I don't understand why they do that. But all right, so DLC list.xml. While we're already here, right click it, edit. Scroll on down. We just installed the Vinewood Plaza. Let's go ahead and just copy that one. Highlight that whole thing and copy it. Click here to unhighlight it and get that little text bar blinking, hit enter, and then paste. You can control V or right click paste. Now, over here, here's the folder we need to copy this right here. Paleto PD. So click it twice. It'll highlight it. Copy it. Come over here in between these. You don't want to get rid of these, the forward slashes or backward slashes, whichever one. You only want to replace what the name of the folder is in between those. So make sure we got that VWP highlighted. Right click, paste. Now you can see Paleto PD. It matches with that folder. We're good to go. Nothing else. Click save. Now go to favorites. Go back to the DLC packs. Here we are. And you're simply going to take that Paleto PD, left click, drag it, drop it. Done. You can scroll down, make sure to put it in there. Put it in there. We're good to go. So we can exit out of that one. So let's do LA Roads. Now this is going to be the same way. There is no README here for LA Roads. So we're going to left click the LA Roads folder, bring it, drop it in. And again, it's going to take a little bit, and if we scroll down, we'll see it pop in right down here. And there it is. All right. So again, go to favorites, go to DLC.xml, scroll down to the DLC.xml right there, and edit. You got it, folks. We want to do the same thing. Go to the last thing we just installed, which is the Paleto PD. Select the whole thing for Paleto PD. Right click, copy it. Now just click right at the end there. So it deselects it and puts the little text bar. Hit enter, control V, or right click, paste. Now we got to get rid of the Paleto PD and put it with the LA Roads _roads. All capitals. Yes, it is case sensitive. So copy that. And we want to highlight the Paleto PD, not the forward slashes, and paste. That matches to that. We're good. And save. Boom. LA Roads is installed. Let's exit out of that now. And last thing, it is the Forests of San Andreas. Now, these are OIVs. These are great. Just double click your mods folder. And we just want two things out of here. We want Forests of San Andreas North, South, revised. And these are the uninstallers. So if you go in your game and you don't like them, you're going to follow these same steps that we're about to do, but you're going to use the uninstaller files that are here. Okay. So we've got the Forest of San Andreas right here. Left click, drag, and drop it. Nope. Oh, that's right. Because hold on 1 second, folks. 1 second. Let me download this again. And there we go. Okay, we're good. It's inaccessible because I deleted it out of my thing there. Okay, we're good. So, same thing. Forest of San Andreas North, revised. Left click, drag, drop it. It'll bring this up right here. Go to install and mods folder and confirm installation. And this takes a few seconds. There we go. Never run it there. Just go to close. Same thing with this one. South. Now we want the south one. Make sure you click right here, because if you don't, it'll give you that black circle with the line through it. So you always want to just left click somewhere's right here. Then take the south one, drag it, drop it. And it'll tell you south revised. Install. Always select mods folder and confirm. And once that's done, there's one last thing you want to do. Now let's close right there. And we're all set with the WinRAR. We are all set with our OpenIV. Now, lastly, bring up your NVIDIA or whatever graphics card you have control panel. You want to go to Manage 3D Settings. Okay? And go right here to Anisotropic Filtering. Click it and select 16 times. just like that. If you don't, your roads are going to have a yellow texture further down the road. Make sure you click apply. And there it goes. It's applied. And exit out of that. Now, folks, let's fire up our game. And let me tell you, we just installed a lot of files. Your game could crash right now. My game could crash right now. Click continue. But that's normal. Again, I've mentioned this in the other videos. Sometimes when you install so many files like we just did, it takes GTA a little bit of time to put everything where it's got to go, right? So it puts everything where it's got to go while you're trying to load up the game. If it says check for script hook updates, go to no. So your game may crash. And if it does, it's okay. See, a lot of people get these crashes the first time and they instantly go to the support, the comment section, they DM me, my game crashed. What do I do? It broke my game. No, it's just your computer took a little longer to put the files where they want to go for GTA to run properly. So if your game crashes, fire it back up. Give your game time to put those files where they got to go. I would even go as far as 4 times. So if your game crashes, you restart. It crashes, restart. It crashes, restart. If it starts going 5, 6, 7 times, okay, something might be wrong. But if it crashes the first few times, folks, just click story mode with rage. If it crashes the first few times, just don't worry. Just try it again. And it'll if you followed my series like we just did, the past 4 videos in this one, your game's not going to crash unless you didn't add those heap adjuster, pack file, and all that other good stuff. So, hello, Baskin. How are you, beautiful? It's good to see you, bud. All right, so we're going to let it load in, folks. We're going to let it load right in, and we're just going to briefly, real quickly, just go look at the things that we just installed. I don't want to drag the video out too long. The main thing is just installing the stuff for y'all, right? So that's what we're going to do. We just want to load in. We're going to get a helicopter, and we're going to go look at some of the things that we have added, okay? So, hey, giddy up. Let's go. Give me some suggestions down in the comments section. What do you want part 6 to be? I could look for other mods that I've installed in the past that I feel are pretty important. We could do a graphics episode, paid or free, which I think NVE and Quant V. And in my personal file, I have Quant V, the Patreon one. So as you can see, first time loading in, no cuts, no edits, no nothing. We loaded right in so far. There's really no need to go on. Well, we could go on duty just to show you that it's not gonna crash out or anything like that. So, all right, so we're gonna click F4, force duty. There we go. That character is so weird looking. And we're gonna let it load in. Sometimes it just does this little bit of, there we go. We're on an old build of 686 callouts, so we gotta actually, well, this one is just the series. So if you're getting that 686, just go to lspdfr.com, download the most recent version. This stuff right here on the side will tell you if you're on an older version. If it says you're on an outdated version, write it down. Exit your game, go find the updated version, and install it, okay? So we're going to use Simple Trainer, and we are going to spawn a helicopter. We're going to go with a buzzard because it's pretty quick. Now, the first thing you're going to notice right off the bat, oh, wait, we're in Polito. This is the Polito, this is the new police department, isn't it? Is it? It is. Here's the new police department, folks. Here it is. Which now you can go in. Now, if you want to like go on duty in that right here, you would still go to these doors and hit D-pad right to go on duty and get your car and all that. But if you want to walk through it with a suspect or anything, you know, you've got jails. I believe the jails are down here. Yep, there's the jail right here. You've got your computer where you can process them. You got an evidence room right here, and you've got these doors right here in the back that will lead you out to your parking spots right there. So this works, and you have an interrogation room. I believe this is the interrogation room. Oh, and there's somebody in there too. Hi, how you doing? Sorry, didn't mean to bother you. Right? Pretty cool. And then you got another little side door here that'll go over to all of the offices and that. So pretty great, and it's got a working vending machine. So that's the police station that we just installed. I'm glad we spawned right here. It's perfect. Secondly, you're going to see the forests. The forests of San Andreas. All these trees right here, these are all added in. All these tall redwood style trees are all new. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to the prison so that you could see that. Yeah, we don't want to do that though. Warning, if you have not completed the missions yet in regular mode, there's a mission with Trevor where you have to fly an airplane. You got to fly it low to be undetected. If you have this mod installed, that is a very hard mission to beat. So do not install Forest of San Andreas yet. If you're, oh, we got a crash. We got a crash there, folks. Again, that's okay. That's okay. What we're going to do, we're going to exit out of that, and we're just going to fire her right back up. I'm not going to make you sit there and watch the loading screen again. We're just going to load right back in 3, 2, 1. It is magic, Mr. Bean. So, sorry. Like I said, folks, it was kind of near the beginning of loading into the game. It's totally normal for crashes like that. Again, when we're loading all this stuff in, just don't automatically think. Now, again, if it just keeps crashing over and over and over, something went wrong along the way. But you can see Forest of San Andreas. You can see all the trees. This is just an example. I'm not going to go flying the whole map and showing you all the trees, but this is just an example of one of the places where it adds the trees. Now, for those that know the map, you know that that's a lot of trees. That is a whole lot of trees. While we're over here, we can go and check out the Hollywood sign, which should now say Hollywood and not Vinewood. There it is. And sure enough, she says Hollywood. There it is. And again, you can go to the pier. The Santa Monica sign is now there. The AMC Theater. It's all there, folks. If we go down a little bit, look at the roads now. Look at the crosswalks. Look at all the crosswalks and that. Look at the roads. You see these like asphalt patches, that long, that black asphalt patch right there. You can see that's now added. Stuff like that is added. They've got, depending on what part of the map you're in, they have big potholes. So that is LA roads, as you can see. They took, and they are now in the game. One good area that I like to go to show you, where is it? Let me look on the map right here. Oh, it's right here, right over here. So it's going to be right behind us. Let's turn around and let's shoot on over there real quick. One good spot to show you LA roads is right over here. Right here. This spot. So as you can see, it adds in the potholes. See the pothole that car just drove through? All the oil spots, the patches. It really, they really did do a phenomenal job with LA roads. I love it. I absolutely love it. Next, let's go to Vine. We got to find that Vinewood Plaza now. On the mod page, it didn't really show you exactly where it is, but it's got to be around here somewhere. We want to look for that Vinewood Plaza. It's got to be around here. Oh, we might not find it. Oh, is this it right here? I think this might be it right here. Is that it? No, that's not it. I thought that might have been it. Oh my gosh. I'm really good at flying a helicopter, as you can see. This is it. There it is right here. Yep, there it is. Vinewood Plaza. Right here. This is all redone. Look how cool that looks. That looks so freaking cool. I believe that was redone, right? Where we can now go inside that store. So let's do that real quick. As you can see, folks, no crash. It didn't crash quickly like it did last time. Yep, there we go. Look at that. 24/7 supermarket. I don't know this map enough to know if like the building is different or anything like that. But I do know that it's got that light now. So if we change it to nighttime, it should. Yeah, look at that. That is wicked awesome. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's new. I know that's new. So yeah. Now in here, you can go to game. I'm sorry, not game. Settings. And is it under graphics? I don't know if it's under here. Make sure your post effects is at ultra. And yep, make sure this anisotropic filtering is also at times 16. It's under your graphics settings. Okay. We checked out. I showed you LA Road, Forest of San Andreas, Paleto Sheriff's Office, Real California Architect, folks. That is it. That is really the main reason for this video, is to kind of teach you how to install these cool map mods into your game using DLC packs and DLC XMLs, as far as add-ons and MLO YMap style mods, so that you can make your California, your police patrols a little more immersive, a little more realistic. Now go out there. You know how to do it. Go out there. Have faith in yourself. Go download some cool buildings. Make sure you go to trusted sites. Be cautious on the sites that you go to, folks, okay? There's Capitol Records right there. As you can see, that took. That's great. That's so cool. Just be cautious on the sites you go to. GTA5mods.com. That's a great site. They've got all kinds of map mods in there, with mansions and highway mods like toll booths and border patrols, and there's just all sorts of stuff over there you can check out. So go check it out. And as long as it installs the same way, you know how to install it. There are some that do take, menu or some sort of map editor to be able to do it. But yeah. So that is it, folks. If you're new here, please consider supporting the channel if you feel undeserving, and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new content is added. Also, consider giving this video a thumbs up. The more thumbs up this video gets, the more people it can reach and teach, as it hopefully did with you. Until next time, everybody, be safe, be healthy, be positive, follow the rules, and obey the law. Your boy Jeffrey Gamer's out. We'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.
So many demons inside of my life, you would doubt that